All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Of course, the only time where I nailed the intro and everything was perfect, I wasn't even recording. So go figure. We had a lot to discuss today. Some community events that seem pretty exciting with some big prize pools as well. Apex making a final tweet before their London event that's coming up this Thursday over on their Twitter page. And then obviously a latest blog post as well. Teams that have qualified for this event that might not even be able to show up. It's not looking promising, and I feel pretty bad for them as well. So much to dive into, so much to discuss. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, I want to stay up to date, all things Apex esports related. And let's go ahead and jump right into this one. First thing I wanted to mention here, obviously to celebrate 4 years of Apex, His and Hers was actually hosting a $5,000 event featuring randomized teams. So you're not going to have like 3 stack preds more than likely, unless you just get lucky. And then original legends only. So a pretty nice little twist to the tournament. That's going to be interesting to see for sure. Apex also made an official tweet for the London event that's coming up on Thursday. And they also give a blog post here. Now, in this blog post, there's some nice bits of information that we should pick up on. Number one, last chance to purchase split one playoff tickets. That actually might not even be true. We're going to see a story in just a little bit to see exactly what's going on. We've also got our broadcast talent. Nice Week in Greek, obviously going to be on the B stream. I think fans love this. Rain Day, Spider Tiff, Fallout, obviously, you know, some of the main people on the mainstream. Then we've got the prize pool breakdowns. 300K for first place is going to be last place getting 9K as well. And then the schedule. This is what I think a lot of people have been waiting for. Group A will play against Group B. Group C versus Group D. That's going to start off on the group stage on Thursday, which is this obviously like literally 3 days from now. And that's going to be 12 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be, what is that? That's going to be 9 a.m. PST, I think. So if you're from America, then obviously that's the, yeah, it's right here, 9 a.m. PST. I should have just looked at it. So obviously these are the times you're more than likely concerned about, but some of you obviously across the globe, you may be looking at some of these other time zones as well. However, you know, for us, it's going to be like right when you wake up in America, get ready to start watching. And I think the finals is going to be on Sunday. Only one match point final stage. So there's no bracket stage, there's no group stage, nothing playing on Sunday besides the absolute finals. And that is going to be also at 7 a.m. Eastern for America. Oh my gosh. So if you're over in, you know, California, you got to wake up at 4 a.m. to see this stuff. My gosh, I'm gonna have to wake up early, bright and early in the morning to do a watch party for this. But nonetheless, quite insane. We kind of expected it, obviously, considering how, you know, across the globe it is. I think it's like 5 hours ahead of us or something over in London. Kind of made sense for them to do it like that. The group stage is here. I told you guys Group A would be playing against Group B, and then Group C against Group D on Thursday. So the teams you're going to have in Group A versus B, you're going to have the TSM, your Alliances, your Sentinels, which used to be SSG, going up against your Hunter Thieves, your XSET, Godfires, teams like that. Pulverex is also in there as well. So like those are going to be like the big name teams that you're going to have starting off. Moist Esports as well. And then over in Group C versus D, you're going to have Fnatic, you're going to have the Guard, you're going to have ExoClan, which we're going to talk about them in just a second. Some pretty unfortunate news with them. We've also got NRG, obviously, Pioneers, going up against Esports Arena. We've also got Luminosity, E6, Dark Zero, the former world champion. So plenty to like look out for here. Crazy Raccoon, obviously, as well. So like so much to look out for too. But like I said, we do have some teams that we are sadly worried about whether or not they will even be able to make it. One of those teams also is Group B, Fire Beavers. We're going to discuss them in just a little bit as well. They've also gone ahead and announced the Split 2 Pro League qualifiers, which is going to be February 11th through the 13th. So that's going to be some good, you know, right after we get done with this LAN event, we're going right back into all the action. So I'm pretty excited about all of that. We've also got some Twitch drops if you guys are interested in earning any of those during this event. I'm probably not going to do that myself. However, if you're interested, it is definitely going to be there for you. And like I said, right after this stuff is over, we jump right into the Split 2 Pro League qualifiers. And what's going to be so exciting is after this LAN event in London, you're more than likely going to see a lot of roster changes, last minute changes going to this next qualifier and this Pro League. Exactly what's going to happen, I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting. You know, FaZe is going to have to make their final decision. We kind of already know who they're picking up. We kind of already know what they're doing. However, a lot of these teams are going to have to put names with the faces. Like, you're going to have to actually sign to that org and stop just playing with them for fun. So we'll see how it actually all goes down. I'm interested to see nonetheless. Now, I did tell you guys we had some scary news regarding 2 of these teams here. Now, one of this was Exodus over on Exo. He's the CEO, the founder, owner of ExoClan. He actually made this post, and thank you to Jerry King for tagging me in this over on Twitter, saying, you know, something to have our eyes on. Let's help Exodus out. I really wish that they could get some help here, but if you guys have not seen this, they actually made a mistake on their application to get into this land, and it's kind of posed some problems. And they did admit it was their fault, but it's still kind of sad, and you would wish that they could get some help here. He said, if you guys don't know me, I'm Exodus. I'm the founder and CEO of ExoClan. They actually played the ALGS Year 2 championships last year as well. And so the team and I looked over an important part of the coach application process, and the result is, well, quite disappointing. We submitted an application for coaches' credentials before the deadline, following all steps correctly except for one, the Battlefy roster. I know, silly mistake. Due to me not being on the Battlefy roster for this event, we were told after the deadline that our submission was not eligible. Immediately, we went and added my account to the year 3 roster, but we're told that the rosters were now locked. And adding me to this roster was not an applicable option here. We all pleaded for any admins to help us here and could provide anything, but among not replying for days at a time and short replies when they did reply, we were given little to no help regarding the subject. I'd post screenshots, but the Discord rules do not allow me to. I understand entirely that there's rule sets to abide by, and this was basically our fault. It's just pretty sad, obviously, that they couldn't get any help. They also said that not only that, but it is costing us for not even getting into the event now, because he said there's no tickets left, even though their blog post that they just released said get your last minute sales here for your ticket. So I'm not exactly sure what the state of all of that is, but regardless, the coach saying that he can't even get into the event at this point because there's no tickets left. And also saying, if there's any help for anyone, please reach out to me. I haven't seen them get any help as of now at the time of making this, but it's pretty sad to see. And I really hope that these guys are able to get into this event with their coach. I don't want anybody to be scuffed this year. Last year, I was so sick of watching teams play as a duo because of, the COVID rules, and they didn't have a COVID room. Some teams literally played a trios battle royale tournament as a duo. It's almost like a joke to even make them show up and play this. Like an embarrassment, honestly. Then you had all the crashes as well. It just honestly was not a good sight to see. I want every team to be able to have their coaches here, have their teammates here, and make sure that no one's having to play as a sub unless obviously the obvious that someone gets sick or something. So really wish that they would fix that situation for them, but it doesn't stop there. Fire Beavers also having some issues. We knew this was going to be a problem because what happens is that when ALGS decides to announce the location like last minute, like it takes a while for the visa process. Like it takes a good while for these visas to go through. And so the problem that we're now having is Fire Beavers still have not gotten their visas despite being in, I think, Group B with TSM right here. Yeah, Fire Beavers. So they made in a tweet yesterday. Thank you to Lifeline for tagging me in on this. But basically saying, yeah, we still haven't got our visas. And that was 21 hours ago. And here we are getting ready to start this Thursday. Like literally we're a couple days away and these guys still have not got their visas. It's really, really unfortunate. They're even making memes at this point. Fire Beavers cross the UK border. They're having to swim under the ocean so that they could get there. It's so sad. Honestly, I wish they would have announced this stuff way sooner. I'm sure they already knew where they were going to be at. And now that they have announced where the next 2 are going to be, it will make it easier in the future. Regardless, nonetheless, it really sucks to see them in this situation right now. Hopefully they can get things solved within the next couple of days. If not, you're not going to see Fire Beavers be able to play. And honestly, I think this kind of stuff, as much as I want them to be there, I think this stuff needs to happen sometimes so that EA can really take the blame and realize, oh shoot, we just screwed over a team because we announced it last second. You can't blame everybody else. EA should have definitely announced this stuff way sooner. And I think the fact that they didn't is really posing issues and posing problems. And hopefully they will start to learn from their mistakes. I don't know. Last thing before I would close out the video here, just kind of want to make mention of this. I thought this was funny. So Dark Zero, the former world champions here, TSM, obviously the fan favorite from North America, PvP, the coach from Dark Zero, said KCP, which is Pioneers, has the best mental fortitude in Apex. You guys know that they forfeited their landing spot, which was at the wall, because of TSM. Obviously TSM was there and they didn't want to keep contesting anymore, so they decided to go elsewhere. They say losing the month-long contest versus TSM at wall, and now losing another month-long contest versus DZ at the mill, kind of throwing some shade. And that's when Nasky decided to bite back and said, we contested TSM for 6 games total, and the score is 8-7 on mill right now. What are you smoking? We're rent-free in your head, judging from all the DMs and trash talk that you talk. Unprovoked, might I add you too? Oh my gosh. So these guys obviously throwing some shade with the LAN event right here. I can't wait to see these guys fight each other. The beef is unreal, and I would love to see some more trash talk, honestly, in the Apex scene. I think that's what makes other games like Call of Duty really good, when you have people trash talking each other. And honestly, Apex is doing a pretty good job at that. I think HAL trash talks a good amount of teams. I think some other teams throw a lot of shade as well, and I think between the different regions, there's a lot of trash talk in between regions. So it's going to be nice to see all of these teams battle it out at LAN. Everybody is readying up. Everybody's been posting pictures the last couple of days of them, getting scrims in, getting some nice practice in. We'll see exactly how it all goes down, but I'm interested to see what you guys think down in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to win this LAN when it starts all down Thursday? I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.